It's that time of the week we bring in our exercise physiologist. Mark Goswell is here. Mark, good morning to you.
And good morning to you and the listeners.
And now today you would like to talk about a topic that's kind of been in the news a little bit lately, and the idea of doing things to the extreme, the idea of I want to lose weight, I want to get in shape, whatever it is, and you just go full on for a very short period of time to kickstart things. Now, you may see some results straight away. Is this the right way to go?
100% not.
No.
We're never going to agree with this one. So extremes are obviously things that we tap into, whether it be weight loss or fitness, and you get into these health kicks and go, I'm going to lose 5 kilos, I'm going to lose 10 kilos, I'm going to get super fit to be able to run a marathon. And anything that we can utilise as an example is out there. But the realities are, the industry is designed to sucker us in for these extremes, but you will invariably fail 90% of the time.
Is this some of the thought pattern behind this, or maybe some of the salesmanship behind this too, is that you actually will see some results immediately, and when you superimpose that versus doing things the right way, which I'm sure you'll tell us in a moment, we don't see results starting. You start your health kick, you just do a little bit of training, eating right, and is there a time frame where you physically and what you will see, you won't see anything for?
Yeah, and look, we can use weight loss as an example because it's one of the things that are out there that everyone's kind of strives for. We put on a couple of extra kilos, we want to lose some pounds, so we want to see immediate results. The psychology of it is that we want to see something within that first 2-week period, because that's when we're motivated, that's when we're driven, that's when we're doing all the right things in our mind in terms of achieving our results. Problem with weight loss is that if you want to do it sustainable long-term and have long-term results, you're looking at around 10 to 12 weeks before you look in the mirror and go, you know what, I'm actually starting to look a bit all right.
Right.
But if we go in that extreme version of trying to lose 5 to 10 kilos in 2 weeks, which is what a lot of these extreme diets are about, you'll see results, but it's not healthy. It's going to affect your ability to sleep, eat, function, get through the day. You'll crash after about 10 to 14 days, where you might have seen that results of about 5 to 7 kilos, which really is you're only losing fluid, because most of these random and extreme diets is about not fulfilling our nutritional needs. And then effectively you crash and burn, and then you end up you might have lost 5 kilos and you'll put 4 back on.
You can imagine if there isn't a way to do this, but if we were able to just in a couple of weeks just magically put on, say, 8 or 10 kilos, that would have devastating results to our body. But so is the reverse of that kind of really the same?
Yeah, look, when we're doing extremes, we put our body under stress that it's not used to. So we put our kidneys, our heart, our liver, and all the major organs that keep us going and keep us alive, we place it under stress. It really does start to muck with your metabolism as well. So there is long-term negatives associated with these extreme dietings or extreme fitness regimes. From an extreme fitness regime, there's massive increases in risk of injury as well, because we're just putting our body under too much load. I think what you've got to do is understand that anything that you're trying to achieve, you've got to go in that, have that mindset of this is going to take 10 to 12 weeks before I'm going to start to actually physically see or feel functional results.
I think that's probably where the real battle takes place, because I mean we all, if we all don't know exactly the right way to go about getting ourselves right, and we can get the help for that and the right advice, but it's getting your mind to go on that journey with what the framework is to do, because like I said, we can, someone like yourself could set up training and someone else can say, look, this is how to eat right for you, but it's getting your mind in that space to go, this is not something that's quick, this is something that's going to take a long time.
Yeah, it's bloody hard, to be frankly honest, and the older we get, the harder it is. So
we've had that discussion before.
And yes, I am getting older, so it does. It gets harder, but it is all about mindset. And as you touched on, the most important thing is to seek the help of professionals to be able to understand the science and the way to get around it, and having that support and that motivation, that background to be able to go, hey, this is what we need to achieve, this is how we're going to achieve it, and it is sustainable and it is achievable, but by no means is it easy. And that's the hard thing that we have to deal with all the time is, how hard do we push, and where's that boundary between doing the right stuff to get the results, but doing too much where you crash and burn.
Well, we all want to see results. We want whatever we want it now. We want it yesterday.
Yeah, and that's the big problem these days is everyone wants everything now, because information is so readily available. We don't have to wait for everything. There's no delayed gratification anymore. So it really is tapping into that change in society that we're seeing, and we're seeing it it all the time, this crash and burn philosophy that people are implementing. But if we just get the right advice, get the right guidance with the right people around, you really can achieve anything that you want to achieve.
It just will take the time. You've got
to take time.
That is day one. The day two is training. Day one is getting that into your mind, I think.
Yeah, the mindset and the expectation that, if you've put on 10 kilos in 20 weeks, you've got to give yourself 10 weeks to get rid of it. So whatever you've done in terms of losses, you've got to, if something's taken 6 months, you've got to give yourself 3 months to get it back.
Yeah.
You've just got to get into that mindset that this is not a quick fix and it's impossible to have a quick fix. It's not how the bodies work.
All right, there he is delivering the bad news for us today.
No, it's good news. It's achievable and it's long-term achievable. No bad news here.
He's giving us the plan. Our exercise physiologist, Mark Goswell. Mate, we'll talk to you next week.
I'll be here.
Right here at 2NURFM 103.7.